My name is Carlton Cartwright.
Okay, Cartwright, okay.
Yes, sir. I'm the Executive Director for Veterans Memorial and Multicultural Histories Incorporated.
Okay.
Today is November the 17th, 2023. It is Friday morning, and I'm here at Oaks at Riverview Nursing Home in Tampa, Florida. And sir, what is your name?
Raymond Burdzinski.
Okay, Ms. Burdzinski, and when is your birthday?
June 13, 1948.
Okay. Where were you born?
Chicago.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and what city do you currently live in Tampa?
I live in Tampa.
I take it, yes, okay, fine. All right, and it's just you and I here. What branch of the service were you in?
I was in the Army.
Okay. And what year did you go in?
1966.
Why did you choose the Army?
Well, the Navy had a longer waiting list.
Okay. All right, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so where were you at the time you went into the military? In other words, what were you doing prior to going in?
I was just living at home and just finishing up high school and just wanted to get out of the house, I guess, you know. And the war was going on and I just wanted to volunteer.
Do your part.
Yeah, volunteer.
Gotcha. And were you born in Tampa? Where?
I was born in Chicago.
Okay,
Yeah.
So you were living in Chicago at the time?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
fine. All right, so what were you doing? You going to school or how old were you? How old were you?
I was 18. 18. No, I wasn't going to school. I was out of school.
Mm-hmm.
And I just trying to find my way, you know. So the war was going on. I said, I'm going to give it my best shot.
Okay, all right. Well, good for you. Oh, by the way, were you drafted or were you enlisted?
I enlisted.
You did? Okay.
Yeah, 3 years.
All right. All right, so where was basic training?
Fort Campbell, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm. How long was it?
10 weeks.
Okay. All right. Did that include your AIT school?
No, I went to AIT in Fort Dix, New Jersey. 10 weeks I was there too.
Oh, 10 and 10.
Yeah.
And what was your MOS?
Supply, well, when I was in Germany, it was 76Q20 or whatever that was.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
You said Germany?
Yeah, I was in Germany too, after Vietnam.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so the tech school was 10 weeks. And what was it?
Supply,
okay.
Yeah.
And so through your basic training and through your AIT school, anybody get injured? Did you suffer any injuries?
When I came out of Vietnam, I caught something over there, and when I got to Germany, I had a surgery on my stomach.
Mm-hmm.
They said if I waited one more hour and a half, if I didn't get to the hospital, I would have been knocked out. You know? So I came out of the service with a 10% disability. You know.
Okay.
So.
All right. So your first tour of duty. Well, in basic training, tell me what were your instructors like? What were your peers like? What was the food like?
My instructors were very thorough.
Uh-huh.
I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I needed that discipline.
All right.
I loved it. I never had no problem. And the food, well, kind of not too good, but you know, a little keep you alive. You know, keep you alive.
Right.
Whatever.
Gave you what you needed.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
A lot of exercise too.
All right. Yeah. All right. I'm sure of that. Tell me throughout your instructional training, you know, through basic training, what stood out to you the most?
Well, my body was in real good shape when I got out of the basic training. I was like, yeah, I was good.
Yeah, okay.
And then I just learned so much, you know, that you don't learn in high school, you don't learn out of school, but my discipline.
Mm-hmm.
I needed that discipline in my life at the time, so
Okay.
I don't know what else to say about that, you know.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
So where was your first duty station? After basic and after
Vietnam.
Vietnam.
Yeah. When I was in AIT, after AIT,
Mm-hmm.
they said either you're going to Korea or you're going to Vietnam, and I happened to go to Vietnam, so
Okay.
that was my first duty station, yeah.
How long were you there?
1 year,
Mhm.
1 year.
So tell me about that tour.
Pardon?
Tell me about it. What was it? Were you in combat?
No.
No. Okay.
No. I wasn't in combat, but we worked in outside storage areas and supplies the troops and everything.
Right.
And we went on convoys, and we used to do outside storage area where we had to take everything out of that area and dump it, get rid of it, before, because it was getting bad at Tech, I went through Tech, so right before that we had to do that. And
it was getting bad at Tech?
Huh? Yeah, it was pretty bad.
What is Tech? What is
Tech? Tech was when the Vietnam, I mean, the enemies were
the North Vietnamese,
the
Viet Cong?
Yeah, the Viet Cong were they did the New Year thing or whatever they did, and it was like just killing them and attacking, and we weren't ready for it.
A lot of casualties?
Yeah, a lot, yeah. And there was, we were trying to get out of Saigon because we were stationed north of Saigon somewhere. I was there for like 3 months.
Right.
And we did our job, and then we had to get out real quick, and we're on the whole company, we were on our trucks and everything going to the South China Sea to get on the LTD or LTS, whatever they call it.
What is that? What is that?
And,
okay, got you.
And man, we're trying to get out of town, and like the helicopters are shooting. You see the tracers coming down, and they're shooting all over, and we're just trying to get out of the neighborhood,
Right, yeah.
And that was pretty heavy. Then we're on the boat, and the people are shooting at us on the boat. I said, oh man, it was kind of pretty hairy,
How many people were in your unit?
I think we had, man, I don't remember. There had to be like, probably over 100. Probably over 100. Yeah.
But there were a lot of casualties?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. Okay.
It was kind of mild because we were supplies, so there.
But it was still stressful being under fire.
Oh yeah.
How did you deal with the stress? What did you do to deal with the stress?
Pray. God, the Lord brought me through it.
Right.
He got me through it. Yeah.
Okay, so while you were there the entire year, did you get to travel anywhere else in Asia while on like R&R or anything?
I went to, well, when I was in Vietnam, I started off in Cam Ranh Bay. I was there for a couple of months. Then we were north of Saigon somewhere. I don't even remember the name of the place. And then after that, we went on the boat, and we went up north to, I was in Da Nang for another 3 months, living in a tent until I got out of there. That was a nightmare, living in a tent for 3 months.
Okay.
And then I went on R&R. I went to Taiwan, Taipei. I was there. That was really nice. I enjoyed that, relaxed. And
okay.
That was pretty nice for a few days. We got out of there. So.
Tell me about the tent situation.
Whew, that one, oh God. Yeah, okay.
How many people were in the tent? I mean.
1, 2, 5 of us.
5 of us, okay. And how many in your group?
Well, man, I don't even remember.
Well, and so what I'm asking is, besides you and the other 4 or 5 people, were there other individuals that that were sharing that geographical spot?
We had. There's a.
So it was a whole company? Or?
Yeah, we were all of us. We were in tents.
Okay.
Because we had to get out of there so quick. They didn't have nothing set up for us or nothing, and we kept going from a worse place to a worse place.
Okay.
And how long living in a tent was it was hard. It was hard.
How long? 3 months?
3 months.
3 months.
And it was like there was nothing there. It was just like a big outside storage place, and like nothing. It was just empty, whatever, And we were there, and I remember really bad. They had the bugs so big, man. I said, oh my God.
Right.
And they had the chow wagon, like, you had to go with your tray and stuff. And it was raining, man. By the time you get back to your tent, the bread's wet, everything is wet. You're eating soggy bread.
Right.
I never forget that, That was like hard. You're trying to keep your clothes clean, and we say have to hang it on the strings by the tent and then dry it. I mean, it was a learning process, living on the land like that,
Learn how to survive.
Process, yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember what I really did over there, you know, in that last 3 months. We were doing stuff, but I don't even remember, you know, it's been a long time, you know.
I understand, but
Yeah.
did the enemy try to engage you all while you were
No,
living
not
in?
over there, not over there.
Okay.
If it did, it was like a little in the distance, you
Okay.
know, but nothing direct, nothing direct.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Well, lucky, you know, it's lucky.
Yeah, I hear you. The prayer works.
Everybody can't, you know,
Everybody can't say that they got through that.
yeah, yeah.
I understand. Okay, so after the tent, where'd you go? After being
Oh, yeah, okay, and I got out of Nam, I went home I leave for a month or whatever that was, and then I got stationed in Germany,
how long were you there?
18 months.
And what was your job there? Same thing, supply?
Yeah, I was, I made Spec 5 over there, and yeah, I was in quartermaster, yeah.
Okay,
I
and
worked in a warehouse.
where in Germany? Where?
I started off in Frankfurt,
Mm-hmm.
and then after a while we moved to Kaiserslautern,
Right.
and then there was another place we moved to K-Town, so I moved around there.
I thought K-Town and Kaiserslautern were the
Oh,
same
maybe
thing.
it's the same place,
Right.
but we moved like 3 different times.
Gotcha.
So I don't, you know,
Okay.
I don't remember. I know I was there, but I don't remember exactly.
I was
you know.
stationed in Wiesbaden.
Oh,
Yeah.
that might have been where I was at.
Oh, okay.
That was the one.
Mainz?
Yeah. Wiesbaden.
Mainz Army Base?
Mainz, yeah.
Mainz, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, thank you. Thank you. Think I needed that.
Okay, not a problem.
Okay.
So while you were stationed there, what other places did you get to visit in Europe?
I went down to southern Germany a lot.
Mhm.
Did a castle, the Lulu Castle, whatever that was. I loved it. Take the train down the Rhine River, and then I went to Amsterdam,
Right.
and I traveled around Germany, you know, some of the towns and stuff.
Right.
One of my friends used to speak a little German, so we used to go to a restaurant or something. He could order scrambled eggs and stuff, you know.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
You know.
Did you get to travel outside of Germany?
No, just Amsterdam, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right. The
Yeah.
Netherlands, gotcha.
That
All right.
was the only one, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right, so you interacted with people on the economy, with Germans?
Yes,
And
I
how,
did.
how were those experiences?
The people there, well, when I worked there, they had German civilians work. I worked with some of them.
Right.
And they always complained about, we don't make enough money and this and that, you know, blah, blah, and we don't got a lot of food to eat. And, you know, they had sandwiches for lunch and, you know, whatever, you know, but it was all right,
Was
you know,
good?
kind of communicated a little bit, you know.
Okay. Did you eat the food on the economy?
Uh,
Off base?
I didn't really like German food too much.
Really?
I liked like some of it, like the sausage and
Yeah.
some of it, but some you go to a restaurant or something is like, I don't know what to order, and I sometimes I got something, piece of meat and had all fat on there, and I said, you know, like, no, I didn't really like the
Okay.
food out there.
All right. All
After 18 months, I still don't. I like the pizza.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. Was there a lot of garlic in the pizza?
It wasn't too bad.
It wasn't too bad.
not
Okay.
bad,
All right.
Not too
Okay.
bad. Not bad. Not bad.
Okay. Because yeah, I had that experience once.
Yeah.
So anyway, were you ever a prisoner of war?
No.
Thank God.
for
Okay.
that.
Good for that.
Thank you,
Right.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So throughout your both tours, the one in Vietnam and the one in Germany, and basic training also included, and tech school, tell me two of your most memorable experiences in the military.
My two most memorable experiences. Oh, give me a second here.
Sure.
Well, one of them, when I was in Germany, I always was good at shooting pool. And I had a beautiful pool table there, and I used to shoot some pool.
Okay.
I used to shoot pool, and I had such good friends over there.
Right.
I didn't have a lot of good friends, but I had a couple really good friends, and we used to take care of each other, you know,
Right.
on and off base, you know, and it was like really tight, you know, it was really good. And another one was probably when I was in boot camp. When I signed up for the Army, about a month later, one of my best friends, he said, I'm going to join too. So he signed up. Then a couple of weeks later, my other good friend, he signed up. So me and two of my buddies, best friends, we went to boot camp together.
Okay.
That was really, really cool.
Okay.
Really cool.
Right.
It was like, everybody else there is like, hey man, and one of my friends, he got to be the squad leader, like,
Uh-huh.
'cause he was a bad boy. And anyway, that's what I kind of remember. It was like really nice, yeah.
Okay.
And I can't. Just when I was in Germany, we used to watch the kids play softball and league ball. We used to do. It was a lot of fun in Germany. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
After Nam, I needed that.
I got you.
That, yeah.
I got you.
So it kind of relaxed me, and I had a good job there. I was a squad leader, and
Mm-hmm.
I had it made. I had it made pretty much.
Okay, so where were you when you separated from the military?
Fort Ord.
In what
California.
state? California.
Yeah, Fort Ord. Yeah.
So they
From Germany, I got out, and Fort Ord, I was a holdover there for a couple of weeks, so my orders came in, and that was it. They asked me if I wanted to re-up,
and
I tell you, I had surgery on my stomach. It cut me from here all the way down to open me up, and I was in no shape to really go another 3 years. You know? I thought, sometimes I do wish I did, but I didn't know what's going to happen, so I just said no.
What was it that you contracted?
I don't know. I caught something and it was busted, something busted in there, I don't know.
Okay.
And since the service, I had like 5 other surgeries on my stomach.
And does the VA, does the VA take care of you?
Oh yeah. Yeah, they take care of, yeah.
So you had 5 more surgeries?
Yeah, I tell you, I got messed up, I got messed up.
And
I had double hernias in my stomach,
Really?
and, this is after the fact. Over the years, a couple times I had a acid reflux. They had to fix my stomach muscle, and and they gave me like 10% when I got out of the service, I says, I should have got, they never bother with you. But right now I'm unemployable. I still can't get 100%, but they give me unemployable. And I got like PTSD and, but whatever, whatever. And I had to fight for years to get a couple bucks out of them,
Right.
And the thing is, when I got out of the service, I couldn't pass a physical to get a job.
Really?
Yeah, because my stomach. They said, well, you'd have to get documentation, this and that, I couldn't get a job past, and they'd give me $22 a month when I got out, $22 a month. Buy a case of beer and a carton of cigarettes,
right, yeah.
Figure something like that, It was like, man, it was rough, And then it took me a lot of years to go 20%, and then that's still nothing, I got out of the service and had to get a junk job, like working in factories and, where you don't have to take a physical.
Right.
But it was rough, man. It was like I was really depressed and, I really went through a lot of stuff with my stomach,
Yeah.
I always going to the doctors. It was like, and I never was in combat, but I caught something in Nam and whatever, I got Germany and boom, I was in the hospital for 3 months.
So they determined that you contracted that in Vietnam?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, let's get off of the subject,
Okay, so I just, the rest of this, so just tell me about what you did between the time you got out of the service and up to the moment. What kind of jobs did you work? What jobs?
Okay. Let's see, I worked at, I had a lot of jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I worked at Sealed Air. We used to make bubble pads, like, for the post office, the envelopes with the bubbles in there.
Yeah, bubble wrap.
We used to make all that.
Uh-huh.
I used to do stamp. I used to run a stamping machine, and then I had a job. I was a machinist. I worked at Danley Machine.
Mm.
We used to build presses for GM and Ford, and I learned how to be a machinist. You know, they teach you on all JT. You know, and so I did all that, and I was a machinist for like 12 years. And then they went out of business in the 80s. So then I wound up getting in the VA. I was a housekeeper for 22 years in the VA.
Right.
I had 3 years military. I retired for 25 years. I'm done.
So you did get your retirement at least?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
from a government job?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't pay much, but it's something.
Right.
You know. But yeah, I was 22 years in the VA.
Okay, so while you were in the military and while you were working that job, especially the government job, tell me any other places that you got to visit that you have not already mentioned on vacation.
Well, you know, I've been to. I lived in Chicago.
Right.
I got like a map, you know, like was on my hand: Wisconsin, Michigan, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky. So I've been like all them neighborhood things. I've been to California. Been to Tennessee, been to Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
I've been New York for short time. I don't like New York. I don't like New York. I'm from Chicago, but I don't like New York. You know, it's like, I don't know. But anyway.
There's a difference. There's a difference.
Yeah, but I used to hang out a lot in Wisconsin. I love Wisconsin. People are so friendly up there. Indiana people are beautiful. They're so friendly. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And Illinois too. Southern Illinois is so beautiful. But I used to just like go on the holiday weekends. We used to go 3-day weekend just camping and stuff, you know, in a tent camping. And because I got married a few years after the service. I wound up having 5 kids.
Okay, congratulations.
And my wife, well, I got 8 kids and 13 grandkids and 1 great grandkid on the way right now.
Okay, congratulations.
I've been pretty busy.
Okay.
I was good at something, you know.
Okay.
Okay,
All
yeah,
right.
so, and all my kids are doing fine. They don't bother me no more, so they're all doing fine. You know, working, I mean, you know, they're
Right.
all working and, you know. So, got a big family.
Right. While you were in the service, do you feel like you had all the supplies that you needed to do your job?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. They always took care of me, yeah.
Did you have a problem staying in touch with your family while you were in the military?
Well, at that time, not really. You know, we used to do a lot of, you know, letters.
Letter writing,
write
okay.
Letters, yeah.
All right, so you
Yeah, we used to write letters, or when I got a chance, I could call on the phone, you know.
Okay.
No cell phones, you know.
How did you get along in general with officers and enlisted personnel?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
No, sir. I really never had a problem. You know, we communicate if they had to tell me something, because I was a squad leader and stuff. So if they had told me something, I just react. I did my job.
Right.
I just did my job. I was proud to do what I did. You know,
Right.
I always felt like I had some self-worth in me. You know.
Gotcha.
So it was like
Built your self-esteem.
right now.
No, I'm saying it built your self-esteem.
It was I built up. I was kind of mediocre, you know, but when they keep building me up, and they seen something in me I didn't see in
Right.
me, you know. So
I got you.
yeah, whatever.
I understand. Have you retained any of your friendships from the military?
Zero.
None. Okay.
Zero. Yeah.
Okay. You belong to any veterans groups, organizations?
VFW, AMVETS, American Legion,
Okay.
EAV.
What is that? VAV, yeah.
Yeah, disabled. Yeah.
American Veterans, yeah.
And the only one I'm really active in now, I belong to them all, but I'm active in the VFW and American AMVETS. I like the AMVETS.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They worked on my claims all the time, and they did a really good job, you know, every time I had a claim. So I got a lifetime membership with them, you know, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go see some of them Sunday again. Great Good group.
On Skipper Road?
No,
Oh.
in Lakeland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just interviewed a general over there
Yeah.
a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. So, how did the military affect your life? So what I'm really trying to ask you is, did your military experience influence your thinking about war or about the military in general?
Yeah.
Can you tell me
definitely. Yeah, because I learned about war. I learned about life a lot. You know, it was like, right from wrong, and, a lot of things I seen really hurt me, And especially in stuff on TV, they put propaganda, but it's like a lot of things really hurt me deep, especially being there, and I don't know how to explain it, really. I don't know what I'm trying to get to. My experience, because after the service, it was like everything was going fast, and my life was, I didn't know where I was going, it was like, but I know I had that background. I had a good background from the military,
How old were you when you separated?
21.
Okay.
21. I was a young punk on the street.
So that job that you got, you said working at the VA?
Yeah.
How did you get that job? How old were you when you got that job? Can you remember?
Well, that was after a while. I was like, I got out in '69. I got out, and this was like about maybe 82, 83, somewhere around there.
Right.
When I was in the hospital there one time with my surgery,
right,
one of the nurses was telling me, "Hey, why don't you get in the hospital here? They need more people. Get in here," because we were like friendly, and because I was like in there so many times. And I filled out an application, and about almost 2 years later, they said, "Hey, you want this job?" I said, "What job?" "Oh, the VA." I said, "Oh, okay, all right." It took me forever, but I got in there, and I stayed 22 years.
Wow. So how old were you when you separated?
63. I retired when I was 63.
Oh, 63. But how old were you when you left the active duty?
21.
You were 21. So you got the job when you were 23?
No. When the VA, I had a couple of jobs before that. It was like 69. It was like in the middle 70s when I got in there.
Okay.
Yeah, middle 70s.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So
we saw a lot of World War II guys in there, and Korean, a lot of. I had two uncles that used to go there. I used to go visit them every time they were in the room. "Hey, uncle."
Well, they were patients?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
From World War II.
Gotcha.
And my son, my oldest son, he was 101st Airborne.
All right.
And right now I got a granddaughter that's a Marine. She's in California right now, in San Diego. So I got a lot of military in the family.
Right. All right, one more question.
Okay.
How did your service and experiences affect your life?
Discipline. It like a learning experience. I learned a lot where you could sit back and think about more, because I had so much education. It's just like you sit back and think about things, like where, before you react to things, it's like, I don't know what to say.
Critical thinking.
Yeah, critical thinking, and it's just a wake-up call. Like my brain just opened up, and I know where I'm going, what to do and what not to do. It's like try to find a better job, or whatever. Get married, try to be a good husband, a good father, and stuff like that. And then one day I gave my heart to Jesus, and been changed ever since.
Gotcha.
So.
All right. There were a couple other things that I wanted to ask you.
Sure.
So, would you recommend young people to go into the military after your experience?
Yes.
Okay. Why?
Why? Because what I see the kids on the streets now, they need to learn something. They need to, get disciplined. They need to do something with their life instead of, like me, I was a punk on the street when I was a teenager, just punk on the street with the rest of them, in Chicago.
Right.
But I think that's the best thing. I wish they would reinstate the draft.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. There would be less crime and less, people get out, they'd have a better attitude, toward life.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I want to thank you for a wonderful interview, and I also want to thank you for your service. And one more question: is there anything else that you'd like to share with us about your military experience that you can think of? Anything else that you'd like to share? Period. Anyway.
Sometimes, I wish I would have stayed in the service. And if I knew where I was going to be right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I never had jobs where they paid money. I never had a good paying job, it's like always survival all my life, being married and raising kids, and just all I know what to do is just work and try to make the best of life, just
right.
keep surviving, paying bills and whatever. But I'm right now in my life though, I'm very happy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm married to Zaida, and beautiful woman, takes care of me real good. And we're deeply in love with each other, and
good.
Can't ask for anything better than that in life right now.
Good. Good for you.
I'm just a lot more years to go.
There you are.
75 and still alive.
Okay. Okay.
So that's kind of about it, I guess.
Yep.
Wow. Thank you very much.
You're more than welcome. My pleasure, and thank you for your service.
Okay.
Yes, sir.